Rising from the ocean, a tower of water, Neptulon sent the great Kraken to doomed Ilalai. So huge were their forms that jungles of kelp swayed through their limbs, and leviathans swam through their bodies. The largest Kraken then raised his arms high and crashed them into the sea, sending waves about him, and they raged towards Ilalai. The Kraken roared, and their voices thundered like an ocean storm. "We come." Minloth, standing firm, called forth his magic. The waves sent to Ilalai parted and washed to both sides, and they flooded the jungle beyond. Minloth then bade his minions chant spells of binding, and a din rang out as dozens of troll voices rose. And one voice rose above the rest. Minloth bellowed, and his magic gathered the power of his minions' spells, and he cast it at the approaching Kraken. The seas parted, and Minloth's spell sped towards the servants of Neptulon. Lightning tore the sky, and the spell struck them, and 1,000 bolts fell, boiling water and burning craters into the earth. Minloth cried in triumph, knowing his spell would fell the great beasts. But the Kraken are old, very old. They remembered when the land was first born from the sea. They remembered when the old ones ruled, and when the travelers came to cast them down. They remembered when magic was new. They are old, and they hold many secrets, and though Minloth's spell was strong, it, like the troll, was mortal, and so it failed. It failed to bind the Kraken, but it enraged them. Not in aeons had a mortal caused them pain, and the troll's spell was painful. And so they shed the bindings of Minloth's spell, but then roared and struck with fury. A rumble was heard as great waves rose from the deep and raced towards the land. When they reached Ilalai, they cast a shadow on the city. But before they destroyed it, the Kraken halted, poised. The troll witch doctors trembled and cried out to their master. Minloth gazed at the mountains of the sea, doomed and defiant. He turned to his adepts and whispered, and the trolls etched his last words into stone. Minloth then faced the looming Kraken. He grimaced and hurled his staff, his last bold act. The Kraken then bent their fury upon Minloth, and an ocean fell upon Ilalai, and it was no more. And then the waters fell upon the jungle, washing clean all they met. Trolls and beasts cried out as the waters smashed and drowned them. Many Gurubashi wondered why the ocean swallowed them, but then they died and knew nothing. And finally, when the waters reached the mountains, they stopped. Appeased, they retreated back beyond the shores, and they left a wake of death. They retreated, but they surged around Ilalai and remained, drowning it forever. And the chief, Vargazul, safe behind the mountains of Zul'Gurub, went out into the jungle and found it washed clean of his people. And he despaired, for his dreams of conquest were thwarted, and never was Minloth the serpent found.